Life is fragile, temporary, and when you zoom out, almost meaningless. Empires collapse, legends die, even our sun will one day burn out, and a universe that will end in darkness. How can any of this have meaning? Bought a new pair of shoes the other day, walked outside in the rain, and ended up stepping in some mud. Now they're ruined and I'm bitter about it. But then I took a step back, not literally, of course, and I really thought about it. I came to the conclusion that nothing in life really matters. And here's why. The Earth has been around for 4.5 billion years. One day, humans became a thing and we became conscious. This world seemed perfect for us. It wasn't scorching hot, it wasn't deathly cold. We fit right in the middle. The gravity on Earth was perfect too. It allowed us to move and run and catch animals that conveniently existed for us humans to eat. There was water to drink. There was oxygen to breathe. It's all as if we were put here for a reason. And then, wow, we began creating things. We began working together as a species, building empires, covering the planet, and fighting each other for whatever reason. Apes on a ball duking it out. Fast forward a couple million years and here we are today. Computers, rockets, Elon Musk, they're all here. Somewhere along the line, we also, in a way, created something out of nothing. It's called time. We've laid out definitions of time, seconds, minutes, hours, years, but that doesn't really matter. We made those for our own use. Time is nothing more than a way to measure the passing of events, but we've only really set up these units of time based off of ourselves. A day is how long it takes the Earth to spin around once. A month is how long it takes the moon to orbit the Earth and also spin around once. A year is how long it takes the Earth to orbit the Sun, once. You get about 78 Earth revolutions around the Sun in this journey called life. As poetic as that sounds, there's not much scale to these things. Once we pass a human lifetime, sure, we can judge how long 1,000 or maybe 10,000 years are, but after that, the timescales are just too much for our brains to handle. As much as you think you understand the 13.8 billion year lifespan of the universe, you really cannot put that on an imaginable scale. On the scale of a human life, the universe is unbelievably old. But in terms of the universe's lifespan, pretty much nothing has happened yet. In fact, it has barely even started. We can make predictions about the next hundreds of trillions of years of the universe's life. We can figure out when our galaxy is going to collide with another galaxy. We can come up with theories that describe why the universe we've been put into is expanding faster than anything else physically possible, and yet we have zero idea what happened in the fraction of a second between when there was nothing and when there was something. For some reason, as far as we can tell, we're the only conscious beings that have ever existed. But we don't know what being conscious is. We developed consciousness only to be aware that the fact that nothing else is. So aware of our surroundings that the smarter we get, the smaller we become. As this thing we call time goes on, we begin to realize things that prove the universe probably wasn't made for us. You were most likely born in a hospital, if not. Props to you for making it this far. Back then, you were your parents' entire world for a short time, which is cute, but you aren't everything. 360,000 people are born each day. All of those people with the same birthday, some are going to do big things and change the world, others are just going to die. And that just happens. But Earth is just one planet in our solar system. There are 8 or 9 of those for now. For life as we know it to exist, it's kind of hard to believe there might be other life out there. It takes so much to happen just for us to exist. We've discovered over 4,000 exoplanets to date, planets that don't revolve around our sun. And we found multiple examples of Earth-like planets roughly the same size, shape, and temperature. And yet, there's nothing there, from what we can tell. So, if there are so many planets that could have life, why haven't we seen it yet? Why are there no signs? Just before we talk about what's out there, there's still so much to explore right here on Earth. Now, I've been traveling to some really beautiful places recently. I actually went to visit the home of Carl Jung over the summer, and I literally just got back from a trip to Japan. While I was walking those neon-lit streets at night and then sitting in quiet temples, I realized how connected everything is. The beauty of mixing the old and traditional with the more futuristic high-tech was mesmerizing. Through all of my travels, there's one thing that gave me peace of mind online, and that's the sponsor of today's episode, Surfshark VPN. While traveling, I used a lot of public Wi-Fi, whether I was at airports, hotels, or even local cafes, and that's one of the easiest ways to get your information stolen and your devices hacked. But Surfshark shields you from that. It encrypts and hides all of your internet traffic, so no matter what Wi-Fi you're connected to, you are always protected. And it doesn't just stop at public Wi-Fis. Surfshark makes your entire online life private. Every search, every login, every scroll is hidden from corporations and data harvesters that are trying to steal your information. And what's great is that one Surfshark account works on unlimited devices, so I had everything from my phone and my laptop and even my Nintendo Switch all protected at the same time. You also get the Surfshark Alert feature, which constantly is scanning the internet to find data leaks and informs you instantly when there's a leak and also shows you what you can do about it afterwards. In a universe full of unknowns, it feels good to at least know that your digital self is safe. To protect your digital identity, go to surfshark.com/aperturedeal and use code APERTUREDEAL at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN with a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's completely risk-free to at least give it a try. Now back to the question that keeps me up at night. If the universe is this vast, this full of possibilities, why haven't we found anyone else? Well, we're just one solar system in an entire galaxy. There are over 200 billion stars in our galaxy alone, but that is just one galaxy. We're a part of the local group, a collection of 30 galaxies near our own. Andromeda is one of them, the one that's going to collide with our galaxy in about 4.5 billion years. By then, you'll be long gone, and soon after that, so will the Earth. The sun, at this point, will be reaching the end of its life. It's going to expand in size, and by the end of it, it will completely consume the Earth, shining over 3,000 times brighter than it does today. But even though our home planet will be gone, the rest of the galaxy wouldn't notice. Billions of years on a multi-trillion-year timescale is truly nothing. Even so, there are some things we're observing in the universe's infancy today that will drastically influence the far future. The universe is expanding. This isn't new. What many people don't know is that this expansion is actually speeding up. And we don't know why. But we have an idea of what's causing it. It's called dark energy. Dark energy is actively stretching the fabric of space-time. We don't know what it's made from, but we know it's there. We observe its results, but we don't know exactly what it is or what it's going to do. According to our calculations, dark energy will eventually stretch the space-time between galaxies faster than the speed of light. Light from neighboring galaxies will travel toward us at the fastest speed possible, but even this won't be enough. The light will never reach us because the space between it is stretching faster than the light is traveling. It will spread the universe so thin with galaxies that when we look out to observe what is around us, we will not see a thing. We will be truly all alone, confined to whatever galaxy we end up in. But in the end, even our galaxy will start to go dark. The fate of the sun is the same as all stars in the universe. Eventually, trillions of years down the road, these lights in the sky will begin turning off one by one. Without new stars to keep things running, the universe will get colder. The dying stars will become white dwarfs or neutron stars, providing the last glimmers of light in a cold and dark universe. This is the very last hope for any surviving life forms. But eventually, even these remnants will fade. Neutron stars may collide, producing the brightest events in the universe, supernovae. But once these end, the universe plunges into darkness again. All matter that once made galaxies will fall into black holes. From a universe teeming with light and beauty, we end with a cold, barren, wasteland dominated by black holes. These black holes won't even last themselves. Through Hawking radiation, black holes will slowly evaporate, one particle at a time, until eventually, after quadrillions of years, there's nothing left. A universe where nothing changes, where time becomes pointless. To clarify, we matter. And yet, the nothingness of space will continue to expand because of dark energy, a force that accounts for 70% of the universe that we don't fully understand. Matter as we know it, everything you see, accounts for barely 4% of the universe. So maybe, just maybe, we are a fluke. Maybe we were never supposed to make it till the end, but we still have a role to play today. We are one species on one planet in one galaxy in an indistinguishable part of the universe. Whether or not we came to exist, not much would be different. Every day we matter a little less, until eventually we realize that in the grand scheme of things, we don't matter at all. Our galaxy could disappear and nothing would change. We came to exist in such a weird time, but it's also unique. We know that we're just the beginning, a blip in this universe's potential. The only way to fulfill that potential is to start making progress today. It's not a stretch to say there may not be others like us, random spurts of intelligent life spread throughout trillions of years. Right now, life is possible, maybe even easier than it will ever be again. You get one life to do whatever you want. Some things you can't avoid, like school and taxes. But beyond that, you're free to do mostly whatever you like. If we can't figure out our purpose, then our purpose is whatever we want it to be. If you want to sit around and play games all day, there are people doing that. If you want to build a multi-billion-dollar company that propels humanity to other worlds, there are people doing that too. Our purpose is whatever we decide. If good things are happening to you or bad things are happening, it's not going to last forever. You have no idea what the future holds. The most random of experiences can reroute your life in an instant. Everyone was dealt a hand in life that we didn't ask for. Some hands are better than others, but we all have to play the cards we've been given in the best way we can. There's a chance we may never figure out why the universe acts the way it does. Is there life anywhere else, or are we the exception? For every answer, 100 new questions arise. There are infinite possibilities as to how we came to exist, but infinitely as many things to do while we figure it out. There are dogs to feed, people to meet, science to be done. So whatever you do, while we figure out our spot in the universe, just try to enjoy it. Because no matter what happens, no matter how many times you mess up, no matter how far humanity ventures into the unknown, in the end, it doesn't even matter. You try so far and hard and get so far, in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all.